Hello, everybody. And on this second day of Black History Month, February 2nd, 2021, I wanted to highlight the contributions and achievements of Annie Turbo Malone. Not only was she an entrepreneur, one of the first self-made millionaires, Black female millionaires, but she was also a savvy businesswoman, a philanthropist, and she changed the game with hair care for people of color, for Black people, for Black women and Black men. I want to highlight Annie Turbo Malone because, in my opinion, she got the short end of the stick when it comes down to history, the history books in school, and what our children are being taught as far as the roles that certain people played in Black history, especially when it comes to Black hair care. And many people are quick to point out or highlight Madam C.J. Walker. And while Madam C.J. Walker did great things in her own right, there would be no Madam C.J. Walker without Annie Turbo Malone. Madam C.J. Walker not only stole Annie Turbo Malone's formula for her Poro, she also named her own formula Poro, which, of course, angered Annie Malone and forced her to trademark Poro and to make sure people knew the difference between the two. But basically what Madam C.J. Walker did, she took Annie's formula. She may or may not have enhanced it to make it her own, but she basically took that formula and she also took Annie Malone's business formula and created her own empire. And I really think that people are really stuck on Madam C.J. Walker's rags to riches story, when really both women kind of had that same story. They were both children of former slaves. They were both dirt poor. Madam C.J. Walker, she had very little education. And Annie Malone was only able to go to high school, and she wasn't able to finish because she had health issues. But what spurred on her love of hair and hair products was she was very fascinated with chemistry, and she was good in chemistry. And then she also had an aunt who was an herbalist. She was very much into herbs, and she helped her figure out different things to use to help the hair grow, to clean your scalp, and to really natural things that would take care of Black women's hair and help it to flourish. And that's what spurred on Annie Malone's entrepreneurship, and to not only get her product into the hands of Black women everywhere, but to help these same Black women make money selling her products and then branching off on their own and starting their own businesses. So Annie Malone was not just in this for money. She was in this to uplift Black people during a time when it was not easy for Black people to get jobs. You have to remember, all of this took place in the 1900s going forward. So she went through plagues. She went through the First World War, the Great Depression, the Second World War, and up until she died in 1957. Now, I'm going to back up just a little bit because Annie Malone was born, to some, 1869. Others say 1877. I guess there's really no way to prove which one, but she died in 1957. And during her time, um, it was in 1902 that she moved from Southern Illinois to St. Louis, Missouri. And she knew that St. Louis, not only was it a bigger city, it also had the largest, at that time, number of Black people who lived in that city, which meant more business opportunity for her and to get her products in the streets and in on the market. So from there, one of her first products that she invented was a liquid shampoo. Annie Malone firmly believed that the key to healthy hair was having a healthy, clean scalp. So she was very adamant about having a clean, healthy scalp. Back then, Black people suffered from tetter, or what we now call scalp psoriasis, ringworm, all kind of different things. And, being poor, we used whatever we could to address those issues. Grease, bacon grease, goose fat, you name it, that's what we used to try to help our scalp conditions. And what Annie Malone came up with was more all natural herbs and things that were not harmful to our hair or scalp, to not only care for our hair, but to also grow our hair, which she knew was so important to Black women. Our hair, really to women in general, our hair is so important to us. And having manageable hair, which unfortunately back then, many felt that manageable hair meant straightened hair. And many did use, lye relaxers and things of that sort to straighten their hair. But Annie Malone was more interested in finding a safer way to straighten our hair without the use of harsh lyes and chemicals to do so. So she found success in this. Not only did she manage to sell her products, she had workers going from door to door selling them. She was able to sell them through newspapers and mail orders, door to door. She recruited women. She taught them how to sell them. She gave people free samples to try her products, which is a business model, a marketing tool that we still use to this day, of letting people sample before they buy to try it out. And that turned into her being able to use that money to build warehouses, to manufacture her product, to hire people to work in those warehouses, which in turn blossomed into more warehouses being built all across the United States. She traveled to different countries and made sure her products got into the hands of Black people all over in different countries. And then also, too, taught them how to sell her products, how to turn around and use that money to benefit themselves so they too could become entrepreneurs. She then created a college for Black men and women to go to learn entrepreneurship, to learn business, to learn how to sell her products, open their own stores, and to just live and learn during a climate where higher education for Black people was still frowned upon. We were not allowed in the white institutions. So she created something that was desperately needed. And not only did she create this college, it was for a place for the creatives, a place for those musically inclined. Many famous people went to her college and used those places to create music and other things. So this was a wonderful thing that she did in St. Louis. And this is why the people of St. Louis still celebrate her every year. They have a parade in her honor for all the things that she did for that city and for that state. And she did this around the world. That's the thing that impresses me the most. And even though she had her issues with Madam C.J. Walker, they still were great women in their own rights. They both did very great things, good things for the Black community, and they both gave back. But Annie Turnbo really should be mentioned first, because again, if it were not for her, there would be no Madam C.J. Walker. And another thing that Madam C.J. Walker gets credited for is being the inventor of the straightening comb. She did not invent the straightening comb. She only enhanced the straightening comb with her tweaks to it. But she is not the inventor of the straightening comb. There is a Frenchman named Marcel who invented the Marcel curlers, something that my mother was very skilled at using. I want to say she was self-taught. I'm not sure, but I've never seen anyone work Marcel curlers the way my mother did. So it's so important that we know these Black history facts, that we give people their just due with their contributions. And Annie Turbo Malone definitely deserves the credit where credit is due, and the recognition way more than she's ever given. So that is my Black history highlight. Let's celebrate Annie Turbo Malone and remember her and give her the credit that she is due. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.